Coming at you. It's about time to see what this free wireless fighting super commander wireless controller can do. And, you know, there were really no reviews that I saw at the time I placed the pre-order. It wasn't out. It's out, obviously. Plenty of people out there scalping the damn thing. But the one-star reviews are just piled on the Zon, and it makes me think that I probably, you know, through odds and probability, have a lemon here. Not very many people had something good to say about it, and if there's ever a bad one in the batch, this guy right here is getting it, because that's just how it happens. So far I'm just moving from square to square, and it doesn't really feel like it's lagging. But there were people saying, you know, forget about ever doing a Hadouken or, you know, anything that's going to require some real special controls. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, and hopefully we are going to get this controller working. You know, I think we're just going to go straight for it. I think we're going to play Street Fighter. If I can do some Hadoukens, we may be alright. Shoryuken! And I'm not normally Ken or Ryu, but like I said, the commonly sung refrain in the comments was, hey, I can't do my Street Fighter moves. So, let's see if we can do them. Hadouken! Well, I'm Hadouken it. I mean, it's not perfect, but... And I realize you would want it to be, you know, for competition's sake. But I'm also thinking in terms of, you know, if you're playing this game, that's one thing. If you're playing Final Fantasy III or a role-playing of any kind, and you're just kind of laid back doing your thing, a little bit of lag's not going to be that big of a deal. But, you know, again, the commonly sung refrain as well was, hey, I expect better of Hori, you know, because this is a name brand. Oh, look at that! Dragon Punch, first attempt. So far, I'm not feeling a problem, okay? And I am by no means the best Street Fighter player out there, so if I can do it, I'd hope a real hardcore guy could get it figured out. Uh-oh. Oh, I got mine out. Come on, now. Well, I'm trying to make him Dragon Punch, but the controller doesn't feel bad. I mean, we did our unboxing, and if you watched that, you saw that I was happy with the feel of it, the button locations, the weight of it. It didn't feel chintzy. And you know, at $25, it's not an incredibly expensive controller to begin with, so I'm not a guy that says you get what you pay for either. I hate that line. You paid for a working product. It doesn't matter how much it costs. So if you get anything less, then it's not cool. Oh. Yeah, you know, if there was any lag there, he would have got the Hadouken off, and I would not have got a grapple. Now that was a little cheap. I should have been able to do a judo throw or something there. Alright, well, just at a quick feel, Street Fighter feels okay. And if you've dropped a like on the video, we sure do appreciate it. Alright, let's see here. We've been doing a lot of Mario Kart. God knows that's where I shine. So if something's off, it will definitely be apparent there. So how's the control? So far, not bad. You know, I was praying it was not as bad as the Amazon reviews were making it out to be. People were complaining about just insufferable lag, that there was just no way, you know, there was no using it. And so far, I'm not dealing with that, so... But if there's an issue, we'll definitely know in this one. Got the start. So that's not a problem. Honestly, if there was a lag there, you wouldn't get the start. We have to take into account that when you're talking about wireless controllers, as players, we've been horrifically spoiled with the pinpoint precision accuracies of PS4 controllers, Xbox One controllers, and the like. So, you know, this is a $25 controller for a plug-and-play. Honestly, what I want it for, and that's irrelevant because it needs to perform on all levels. This isn't about me. But for some of the RPGs on here, I would just like to chill and sit back far away from a big screen and have what I want done with a wireless controller in my hand. And don't let my horrible placing in Mario Kart fool you, because I am horribly out of practice at this, and I'm trying to play frickin' Special Cup over here. But there's no problem with the controls that I can feel. I was so sure I was going to plug this in too, and I was just going to be enraged. But it doesn't feel bad. I may have horribly lost the race, but... that felt okay. Another test. We'll pick up on Molly's game she started here on Super Mario World. If Mario doesn't feel right, again, we will also know that. A lot of real cool custom homebrew Marios too we've got on the old EverDrive that we want to check out. You know, the button placement is not right for this. I would not want to play Mario with this. Because this being a 6-button controller... They're, you know, the ones you need to use are closer in. The top buttons are placed on the end, and it does have top buttons, so don't think they just moved them. You actually have a choice here, and I thought that was real neat. Hi, Yoshi. Even the fireballs have eyes. Oh, whatever. Yoshi, you're a liability anyway. Man, I've felt worse. I really have. If we still had Yoshi, he'd have dropped a turd by now. I don't have my cape or anything, so... Oh, poop on a stick. Oh, I donged it. Again, I would rather use the stock controller from Mario just because of the button placement, but that's not what's on trial here. We knew where the buttons were. I realized that that might have been an issue on Mario. What we're looking for here is responsiveness. Again, I don't feel a problem. The RPGs, let's talk about it. We've got Super Mario RPG. If you've never played through that, I've done it twice. It's just phenomenal. It's worth any amount of money you have to get a hard copy of it if you don't have one of these machines. It's just a frickin' wonderful game. Final Fantasy III, Earthbound. Now, I will say I've never played all the way through Earthbound. I've played a little of it. We got Secret of Mana. And, you know... That's a nice little handful. There's a lot of hours of games there that I would like to be kicked way back with a wireless remote. How awesome is F-Zero? I know there's probably people that have had problems with this controller, and those people are probably right here on YouTube to talk about them, and I'd be interested to know what problems they're having. We can't rule out that maybe I just got a good one, and that maybe the problems won't happen for a while. You also have the variables of how far are people from the machine. Is anything impeding the connection of it? I know these sound like stupid questions, but well, there's a lot of stupid people, too. Ow. Some people just expect too much. I mean, they have it 30 yards away in a giant ballin'-ass living room, and their cat's in front of the thing taking a dump, and oh, it doesn't work, man! Well, yeah, no, it doesn't. Now me, I'm just a couple feet from my machine here. And it's actually to the left of me. I'm not aiming right at it. And I purposely left it there for this one because I wanted to see, you know, what kind of connectivity problems are we having, if any. Let's have all the variables in there. So I've actually set a stage for it to have problems, and it's not. I didn't say I was good at F-Zero, I just said it's cool. But again, don't take my abilities as an indictment against the controller. It's doing what I'm telling it to. In a world of gaming where people have constantly blamed controllers for things that have gone wrong in their games, I'm not going to do that. This feels great. I mean, it feels fine. A wireless remote, a cold Mountain Dew, a Slim Jim, and some Doritos. God, I would love to just do nothing but play this for the next 48 hours with those very items. Mountain Dews, Slim Jims. We had a pretty good run on some Mountain Dews on Titanfall 2 when they had the signature Mountain Dews for it with the double XP codes. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew that week. It's not the same thing, though, as retro gaming with Mountain Dews. The official drink of the Clubhouse gang. Slim Jims and Doritos being the official snack. A Nacho Cheddar Slim. And an original. For diversity's sake. Only original on Doritos, though. I don't care for any other flavored Doritos. The original's the best. They constantly try to reinvent the Dorito, and it's like, you can probably just stop. Get off of me, punk. Two laps left. It's feeling alright. Racing a little better this time. F-Zero was a great game. Games like this and Mario Kart really put kart racing on the map. And even though there were so many kart racers that fell short of the mark, trying to just cash grab and, you know, cash in on the genre. What a genre to bring to the table. Look at them getting me here in the last lap. That's what they do. Rat bastards. And I think of all the great kart racers that we have today, one of which I want to do a playthrough on real soon. Not that you need me to show it to you, but because it's been a long time and I want to play it. Sonic Racing Transformed for the Wii U. Absolutely fantastic. If you're a Sega-phile like I am, it's a game you'll really appreciate. My God. How dick is this? They're all over me like mosquitoes on a yak's ass. I don't know in what universe I got second in that. It looked like I had third, unless I was lapping one of them fools. You know, we could switch games and just keep on doing it, but... And we will in a minute, but I gotta say, this is fun. Another great game, if you like F-Zero, is Namco's Battle Cars for the Super Nintendo. Definitely not a big enough name game to have been on this thing. But if you haven't played Battle Cars, do it. The music is so badass. It's like this, but the cars are bigger. But it's the same idea and the same kind of tracks. But there's weapons, missiles, power discs, upgrades. And again, the music is just fantastic. Back in the old band days, we actually covered one of the songs from Battle Cars, instrumental. And I thought that much of the song. Even though I knew nobody would know what it is, I enjoyed playing it that much. And it's the same kind of game as far as you got to use the upper L and R buttons to make hard hairpin turns and that kind of thing. and you really get into combat. And you get it to where there's a boss battle in every race, within the race, because the boss is there in some of them. And you've got to fight the guy on the track, and you're going to get into it with him more than you are just the other peon drivers. But yeah, super cool. Namco Battle Cars, if you haven't played it, pick it up. I don't know if it's even a valuable game at this point as far as collections go, but it's not something I've priced in a long time. But I've had it forever in the day, so I've never had a reason to. I've also never found another copy anywhere, ever. So, never sold a copy. I have the one that I have. Always been one of my favorite racing games. And it makes me think of F-Zero and vice versa. It's almost like they took it from this, but it's not like it's a spin-off, or it's not like it's a rip-off either. I mean, it's its own thing, and it's very well executed. White knuckle, man. Here they go. They're going to start turning on the prickiness. What I have not played a lot of is F-Zero X, the 64 iteration of F-Zero. Am I really going to lose the race now? Kicking my butt. I could do worse. The Sand Ocean. This game is the shizzle. Yeah, RC Pro-Am, that's another good one. God, I've put some time in that. Oh my god, put me in the wall. The walls are just devastating in this game. Oh, the Sand Ocean and I are not getting along. Oh, we're not going to make it 4 laps. I'm at least going to pass you one more time, clown. Oh, Jesus! I lost. Meanwhile, we're getting off track. The controller is doing just fine. Yeet! Well, I'm getting tore up by Aaron Ryan, but again, not the controller's fault. I say it's not. The A button is not... There we go.
One, two, three. Fight! One. Fight!
Whatever, Aaron Ryan. And I don't remember what he does when he comes to try to hold you. I think that's it for me. What's messing me up is the buttons being right on top of each other instead of kind of diagonal. I suck too, but again, not blaming the controller. The controller was fine there. Now let's check out the turbo. In a game where you might actually use it. Yeet, Mega Man. I'm ready. Mm-hmm. He's definitely having a jump spasm there. So yeah, as far as the shooting, he's doing it. That's with it off, but with it on, yeah, you can really lay waste to some fools. I gotta say, the turbo feels just fine. I would use that on here. Get back, Mega Man. Made quick work of that turd. Those really look like tactical battle pods from the Zentradi and Robotech. Wadish. Yeah, his bursts with the gun on auto like that. And you can set it to auto fire. Or just turbo. You frickin' turd. I'm seeing no lag at all either in the control. I mean, you're here. I mean, we've played a variety of games already. Any problems I've had is because I suck at games. I'm so far removed from spending time on these classics. I've got them all, but you worthless piece of scrap metal, did you think you could defeat me? Poor Mega Man. Well, I gotta say, I don't have any complaints currently about this controller. Is it the best controller ever made? We weren't really looking for it to be. Just looking for a functional, wireless remote, and it's no less functional than the Nyko that we purchased for the NES Classic. I mean, it takes double A's instead of being a plug-in, rechargeable controller, but honestly, that can be good or bad for, I mean, there's pros and cons either way on those ways to charge, so something to think about. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't shop it around. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have had a bad experience with this controller, or they feel they have. But again, we got to take into account the fact that so many people probably bought these expecting the precision of a PS4 controller because we're a bunch of spoiled buttholes in 2017. And when they didn't get that, you know, they raised hell. I think it handles just fine. I didn't notice any delay. Turbo seemed spot on. Actually worked very well for this game here. Honestly, I'm surprised. Again, based on the reviews I saw, I expected to absolutely hate this controller, wing it at the wall, and file a return with Amazon as soon as I got off of here. But that's not what's happening. So again, I'm not going to wholeheartedly recommend this to you. I'm just going to tell you that I'm having luck with it for the moment. I would do your research. Obviously, I've only put less than an hour into it right here. It has plenty of opportunities to screw up on me later. But as for right now, it seems alright. And the complaints I read, these people had problems right out of the box. Connecting, staying connected, the lag. And we're obviously not having any of those problems. So anyway, if you had questions about this controller's performance, I hope this somewhat answered them, at least from my perspective. Still shopping around, but man, it's a sharp controller. I like the look of it. It feels right. I mean, I've seen worse. I sure have. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure that you drop a like on this video. And, you know, most importantly, subscribe if you like watching people play games and review things day one. And hunt and scavenge for games and complain about things and all the fun things we do right here on the MC Mer Show. Again, thanks for joining us, folks, and I will see all of you again next time.